Donald Trump is panicking as Iran is directly threatening his life right now. They're threatening the entire Trump regime. Donald Trump's disastrous and unlawful war in Iran is backfiring. Iran is deploying something called escalation dominance, and they warned Donald Trump about this. Earlier yesterday, Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu jointly attacked the South Pars facility in Iran, and they destroyed like this critical infrastructure that was there, this key gas field. And Iran said, okay, you do that. We're going to be attacking the kind of northern gas fields area, which are kind of connected to the South Pars facility that's run by Qatar. We're going to strike it, and we're going to take away 20% of the entire world's liquefied natural gas. This facility called Ras Laffan, which is controlled by Qatar in the north, supplies 20% of global liquefied natural gas. Iran strikes it. Qatar is absolutely furious at Donald Trump. One of their foreign ministers, spokespeople are like, we condemn in the strongest terms what Israel and the United States have done, although they act like it was just Netanyahu who did it. But the military in the United States and all of the reporting confirmed Donald Trump and Netanyahu were both involved in this. And one of the things that Iran also said it was going to do was it was going to blow up Saudi Arabian energy fields as well. And you saw these mushroom clouds over Riyadh and Saudi Arabia, direct strikes by Iranian drones there. And the Iranian head of their parliament, Ghalibaf, says we are now in what's called eye for an eye equation. You wanted to escalate. We're going to dominate you, Donald Trump. And one of the things as well that we're seeing, and I'll talk about this more in a moment, there are these drones, and nobody knows where they're coming from, circling over Fort McNair in Washington, D.C. That's where Pete Hegseth and Marco Rubio are living. Most of the Trump regime cabinet now, they don't live in like neighborhoods because of all of their war crimes and their heinous conduct. They have to live and their cover up of child sex trafficking rings with the Epstein files. They have to live on military facilities and bases. So they're in Fort McNair, and there are drones over the past 10 days that have been circling, and people are like, is this coming from Iran? Is this coming from Russia? Is this coming from China? Here's what the head of Iran's parliament, Ghalibaf, had to say. He said, last night, the people of Iran foiled all of the enemy's designs. They are angry and frustrated with the people of Iran, and by attacking infrastructure, they seek to conceal their battlefield defeats. Of course, this amounts to suicide for them. An eye for an eye equation is in effect, and a new level of confrontation has begun. And here's the thing that I've always been saying about Donald Trump. His entire life, this guy is a pathetic loser. He's weak, he gets scared, and he acts all tough. But he can get outmaneuvered so easily and checkmated so easily. He is pathetic when you stand up to him. As I said before, look, E. Jean Carroll stood up to Donald Trump and beat him. Look, you've had numerous migrants stand up to Donald Trump. With all the resources Donald Trump threw at them, they were able to beat Donald Trump. Letitia James has beaten Donald Trump. Alvin Bragg has beaten Donald Trump. I mean, individuals who can stand up to him, you'll beat him if you just stand up to him and stop his bullying tactics. And so, yeah, Iran sees that Donald Trump is a loser. They do escalation dominance. And what does Donald Trump do after bombing the South Pars energy facility of Iran? Donald Trump then throws Israel under the bus. And he says the U.S. knew nothing about the strike on Iran's South Par gas field, despite all the reporting saying Donald Trump and Netanyahu were in on this together. So now Trump's trying to distance himself after the fact. Why? Because you have Qatar, get Qatar's northern fields, its Ras Laffan facility, didn't just get hit once. It got hit twice. Iran's been hitting it all day, the same way Iran's been striking these facilities in Riyadh too. I mean, again, you just take a look at some of this B-roll we're showing of what it looks like. So then Donald Trump blinks, and Donald Trump posts the following. Israel, out of anger for what has taken place in the Middle East, has violently lashed out at a major facility known as the South Pars gas field in Iran. A relatively small section of the whole has been hit. The United States knew nothing about this particular attack, and the country of Qatar was in no way, shape, or form involved with it, nor did it have any idea that it was going to happen. Unfortunately, Iran did not know this or any of the pertinent facts pertaining to the South Pars attack, and unjustifiably and unfairly attacked a portion of Qatar's liquefied natural gas facility. No, and then Donald Trump puts this in caps. No more attacks will be made by Israel pertaining to this extremely important and valuable South Pars field unless Iran unwisely decides to attack a very innocent, in this case Qatar, in which instance the United States of America, with or without the help or consent of Israel, will massively blow up the entirety of the South Pars gas field at an amount of strength and power that Iran has never seen or witnessed before. I do not want to authorize this level of violence and destruction because of the long-term implications that it will have on the future of Iran. But if Qatar's LNG, liquefied natural gas, is again attacked, I will not hesitate to do so. Thank you for your attention to this matter, Donald J. Trump. You're a paper tiger, bud. Nobody is scared of you right now. You have made us here in the United States look pathetic and weak because of what you're doing, your behavior. You think Iran's going to be like, oh, I guess Donald Trump made a social media post and said he was not in on it with Netanyahu, so we should stop with Qatar. I mean, what do you think? This is like some 2-bit con job real estate transaction? This is war and peace, bud. This is war and peace. You've brought the United States into this disastrous war. You've gotten over a dozen service members killed. Hundreds have been injured. You are destroying the economy. The price right now per barrel of oil is over $110. I think that will be at $150 per barrel soon. People can't afford gas here in the United States. People are suffering right now here in the United States because of you, and all you do now is beg, oh, please help us in the Strait of Hormuz, NATO. Oh, NATO, we don't need you. You're pathetic, but please help us, NATO. We don't need you, but please help us. It's just so freaking weak, and it is embarrassing, frankly, as an American, to see this in action. To the contrary of what Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth and Marco Rubio say, we've destroyed all of Iran's ballistic missiles. Wrong. Just take a look at this chart posted by Andreas Larson. Iran is firing more, and they are hitting more per shot than during the first days of the conflict. Not good. We know that Iran, with the help of Russia and China, they've gotten the coordinates for America's top anti-drone satellites in the area, and they've taken out our radars. They've taken out our satellite systems. They've taken them out. And now they're basically operating with impunity. Their militias in Iraq are showing the drones flying around, showing that they can strike wherever they want. These FPV, these first-person view drones, just flying around wherever they want to go, hitting any target they want. And look, Iran said, we are going to hit the Ras-Laffan facility. We're going to hit the facilities in Riyadh. And they did it. They weren't bluffing. They said what they were going to do, and they did it. And Qatar's Ministry of Interior confirms it's dealing with these horrible, horrible fires.